I caught 2 fish ever out of this pond over the last 4 years. Yep. Oh, there we go. Yep. Ah, there we go. 5th fish. Oh my God. Giant. What is going on, guys? How you guys doing today? Let's start off the video saying that I've actually been here before, except it looks totally different. I usually come here like during the winter. I've only been here twice and it looks completely different to me. Everything is green and beautiful, but today we're gonna see if we can catch any fish. I've only caught 2 fish out of the pond. I know that sounds crazy, but this is I'm not thinking it's pressured. I haven't really seen a lot of people fish here before, so I don't really know if it's pressured. I think it's really hard to catch these bass. I actually caught my PB here. Oh my God, holy crap. Giant bass. I didn't have a scale with me, so I don't really know. I definitely know it was my PB just by the looks of it. I'm thinking it was like 5 or 6 pounds, but I could be wrong. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I didn't have a scale with me, but I basically walked the whole bank, didn't catch anything. Then I came back to the spot where I dropped all my stuff off, took 1 cast and caught an absolute giant. It was totally crazy. I mean, you guys saw how I reacted. I'm not really sure where this video is gonna go. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a specific bait that I'm gonna be using, but I already have like a bunch of stuff tied on. We might switch baits, we might not. It depends on if I can catch any fish. Well, speaking of not catching fish or catching fish, because it did not happen. I did not catch a single fish on the day when I filmed that intro. I mean, I threw everything that I had tied on. I even switched lures out. Nothing happened. Not a single bite, not a single nibble. The day that I actually started catching fish at that pond, I think it was like a week or 2 later. It was like right before we went to Key West. I picked up a bunch of baits for Key West, but I decided to stop by this pond one more time before we left, and that was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made, because I finally figured out what these fish were eating. I ended up catching most of the fish on one particular lure, which imitated a shad. It was a little paddle tail swim bait with a weighted swim bait hook. Very simple, but it got the job done. That's all that matters. I mean, it's so weird how I didn't know that over the course of the 4 years that I've been fishing there. I mean, I've caught 2 fish prior to the day where I caught multiple fish in a day. I don't know, I just didn't put 2 and 2 together for some reason. But let's get back to the video, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. Alright, so here goes nothing. Let's see if we can get our second fish. I think I let it sink for a little bit and then I start reeling in. That was good. Yep. Oh my God, are you kidding me? A little bit smaller than my first fish, but not bad. Second fish ever caught out of this pond. Fourth fish ever caught out of this pond. And, just spit the hook. In one day, this is actually only my second time catching a fish at this pond, at least. So I definitely figured out what these fish were eating on, which is shads. I can confirm that now. But anyways, put this little guy back in the water. On the range tail swimmer. First time using this, because I just bought him at Diggs like a couple days ago. Let it sink to the bottom for a little bit, start reeling it in at a slow pace. That's how I caught the last 2 fish. I guess a slow pace and like a slow and steady pace, but like, that's another bite. That's another bite already. Come back. For some reason, I keep getting SD card error. I have no idea. So I'm gonna have to get a new SD card. Hopefully I didn't lose any of the footage, but like I said, need to get a new SD card. I think I have another 128 gigabytes, so we should be good. But I am recording on this, so if we can't get another SD card, or if that one has an SD card error or whatever, then I can still record on this camera. So no, don't worry. I'll still film a video for you guys. I'm not seeing a lot of action. I mean, obviously I can't see the water, but I don't see a ton of action over there. I think they're all right here in the corner of the pond. And there's some on the other side of the bank, but I can't really cast my line there because there's too many trees in the way. This is really the only side I can cast. And maybe that little, like over there, just a little bit, just that little section, but not a ton of casting space for me. But no worries, because this is right where I need to be. Not a lot of bites since those last two fish I caught. They must be catching on to me. So they should be right where all these bait fish are at. Right behind them. Yep, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Another small one. This guy might be a little bit smaller. Nah, I bet it's the same size. Just a little guy. See ya. But he's right where he should be though. With all the other bait fish. Feeding on bait fish, feeding on whatever he can eat. Probably feed on the smaller size shad, because there's pretty big size shad in here that I've seen. Still looking for Big Mama. Caught that 6-pounder, which you'll see in this video. I think you already saw it. It's in the beginning. Caught that on a Z-Man chatterbait, black and blue. Of course, I already really caught Big Mama. That 3-pounder. Third cast. First fish. We could potentially catch something bigger than that though. It's possible. I do need to switch to a different bait though. I mean, I am catching fish on this, but I do want to try out some other baits now that I know that they're feeding on shad. Got a little swim jig made by Guggen Baits, spinner bait made by Guggen Baits, a couple other things. And they're eating on the surface, so top water. Haven't caught a fish on top water in so long. Throw a buzz bait. Perfect pond bait for the summer. That was another bite. Ah, I missed him. Oh my god, that was another bite. That was like right there at the bank. Man, they are all over the place. It's only sprinkling, it's not like pouring down, so I'm gonna keep filming on the big camera, but I might have to put it away. Oh, there we go. Fourth. Oh my god, this is crazy. It feels about the same size, but it's running with it, so I don't know. It's got some fight in it. Oh, that's a decent size. Oh yeah, that's like a 2-pounder at least. Wow, well, calm down. He took this one bait. Or no, he didn't. Nope, it's right there. Inhaled it. Perfectly hooked, not going anywhere. Right in the corner of the mouth, popped right out. That is our 4th fish, probably about maybe a 2-pounder or so, but not bad day. This is 4 fish in 1 day at this pond, which has never happened before. I've only caught 2 fish ever out of this pond over the last 4 years, but hey, we're catching fish, and I finally figured out what they're eating. But I'm gonna let this guy go and see if we can get our 5th fish. I don't know. We might be able to catch 13 fish today. I'm gonna get good release on her though, unlike the small ones. And there she goes. She's off. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's go. 4 fish down. All on this little rage tail swimmer made by Strike King, which I've never used before. And clearly, I know what I'm doing. They are loving this swimmer. That didn't really feel like a big one though. It was running with it, which it started fighting a little bit more once it got closer to the bank, but I thought it was about the same size as the 2 fish I caught previously, but it wasn't. A little bit bigger. Not by much though. Thumb is going to be destroyed though. You know what? This isn't really working. This swimmer is kind of destroyed. Might have to get a new one. Very, what is that, coffee? Maybe? But it's got a pretty strong scent to it. Perfect, because I love baits. Like if a bait doesn't have a scent on it, I'm not throwing it. Baits have to have scent on it. Great attractant, keeps the fish on there more. That's why I like these. I think all Strike King lures are scented though. The ones that I've used in the past, they've been all scented. And I like how this one has like a little groove to it so you can perfectly hook it. Like so. Looks like it's died down a little bit. Not a lot of action, and there's still a couple splashes here and there, but not a lot of bait fish splashing on the surface, or munching on the surface, I should say. I think they were eating. Pretty sure they were eating. 4 fish down on this swimmer. Little swim bait. Now let's make it 5. And I was just reeling it in slow, or really at a normal pace. Not just reeling it in, not doing anything special with it. And I got a fish to eat, 4 fish to eat. I knew there was bass in here. Just had to figure out what they were eating. Oh, no way. I just had a bite. It just hit the water. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? It literally just went into the water and I already had a bite. Man, that could have been a giant. I don't know. It didn't feel like a big bite. But, I don't know. I've had some big fish not bite very, like, they're very subtle. I've had a couple that have been subtle and they turn out to be a freaking 6-7 pounders. Got these fish dialed in. Just need to catch my 5th. Did I already catch my 5th fish? I don't think so. If I haven't, I'm looking for it. And hopefully it's a 6 or 7 pounder, maybe even bigger. But I think I've already said this. A bait this size is probably going to catch small and big ones. So it's kind of like a 50-50 shot of me catching a 7+ pounder. Yep, there we go. 5th fish. Doesn't look that big because I'm skeeting her in. Yep, about the same size as the 2nd and 3rd fish I caught. Calm down. God, geez, see, these fish are aggressive. Man, I'm just trying to get my phone. Calm down. Okay, he just came off. He's still not calmed down. Still has not calmed down. All right. There we go. I just wanted to get some pictures. That is my 5th fish now. 3 small ones. That first fish I caught was like a 3 or 4 pounder, and then the last one before the one I just caught was maybe a 1.5 pounds, maybe a 2 pounder. But this is Absolutely insane. Best fishing day I've ever had, and I've caught five or six fish in the last hour and a half, I think. Let's make it freaking 6. Might even film a second video today. Or I could just put it on this video. Who knows? I think today I'm just going to be using shad imitations though. Alright, last cast. Gotta switch baits. It's going to be hard putting this down since I've caught all my fish on it. But can't just be using one bait. Gotta splurge a little bit out my comfort zone, which I don't really have a comfort zone, but gotta try out some new baits that I just bought, like, I think this weekend. Got a couple saltwater lures in here, but we're not gonna be using, of course, I don't know. That might work. This might actually work. I think that's a saltwater bait though. Got this for Florida. I'm going to Florida next week, I think. Yeah, we're going to Florida next week, so I'm gonna be using those. But this, oh nope, that's bluegill color. Not the color I'm looking for. Bluegill, it's a topwater bait, but I guess that would have like a walk the dog action or spook action to it. But that's bluegill color. We're looking for white. That actually might work. That's a little jerk bait. That's what I'm looking for. The zinger, made by Guggen Baits. Without breaking it, let's carefully take this out. Oh yeah, that looks juice. That looks like the juice. Only has one hook on it, so I think what we're gonna do, don't have any saucy swimmers, unfortunately. I have these, which I just put this down. Could try this. I actually just bought some saucy swimmers online at Carl's Bait and Tackle. Those should be here pretty soon. Hopefully they'll get here before I have to go to Florida. That's what I got them for. But also, now that I know that these fish are feeding on shads, which I got a, forgot the color, but it's white, which is going to be perfect for this pond. I don't think I have anything in here that I could put a trailer on here, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the zinger. No, I think I have some Zoom baits in my car keys. Yep, car keys are in my pocket. I'm gonna go get those. Those are like white. Those are completely white. I think they're Zoom flukes or Zoom paddle tail flukes, something like that. Try those out. I think we're all set. Got everything now. Pretty sure the Zoom paddle tail swim baits I'm looking for are in here, hopefully, because this is gonna be the last trip to my car until I decide to leave, which is probably not gonna be soon. Let's see. Hopefully they're in here. Oh yeah, they're in there. Couple Zoom baits in here. Those could work. These probably will work better. Try those baits out. Got some white Senkos. Those might work as well. Anything white, we're gonna try those. We're gonna do completely white since the spinner bait is all white. Keep it with the color pattern. Oh, it's got some pink. It's got like a light pink to it, but other than that, it's mostly white. Alright, see if we can catch anything on the spinnerbait. I have a feeling we will be able to. No way. Holy crap, this is a big fish. First cast with the Guggen Squad sorry, not banger, swimming towards me. Oh, this might be a big, oh yeah, this is a big bass. Oh my god, this is a giant. This is a giant. I'm not gonna be able to boat flip this fish. Oh my god, giant. Yeah, first cast with the frickin' zinger made by Guggen Baits, and it's an absolute giant. Absolutely insane first cast with the new spinnerbait that I just got from Dick's Sporting Goods, and this is, I mean, this is like a 5 or 6 pounder. First cast. Oh my god. This is the most insane fishing day I've ever had. This is absolutely insane. I've never experienced anything like this. I've never figured out what the bass are eating. I just started like figuring out what bass are eating in each of the ponds that I've been fishing at recently. And this one is a big accomplishment. There it goes. That is a 3 to 4 pounder, I'd say 1.5 to 2 pounds, and now like a 5 to 6 pound bass, all in one fishing session. I've never, oh my god. And on the first cast, on the first cast. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I mean, you guys can tell I'm excited. Just finished editing the video. That was pretty insane day. That was not my like first time at that pond, but I did want to switch it up a little bit, try something new. Last time I was there, I used some Rage, I think they're called Rage swimmers, made by Strike King, and also the white Guggen Squad Zinger spinner baits that I got at Dick's Sporting Goods. I've used those the first time I actually caught fish at the pond. Those are the 2 lures that I used, and I wanted to kind of like change it up a little bit, try some other lures, see what the bass would also eat. Obviously, I did use the spinnerbait that I caught the 5 or 6 pounder on, but that's because the bigger swim baits and even downsizing to the smaller swim bait didn't even matter what size it was. Both of them did not work, so I had to switch to spinnerbait. I know I said I was going to keep all the lures that I tied on the first day on, but you know, when you're fishing, like I said before this outro, that sometimes when you're fishing, things happen like that and you have to improvise. And I think actually most of the lures that I used were shad imitations. The crankbait, the chatterbait, the spinnerbait, of course, because it's all white, and I think most of the baits were white too. I think the chatterbait was black and blue, and the crankbait was like a sexy shad, but all of them were shad imitations, so obviously they would work because I'm pretty sure all the bass in that pond that I was fishing at in this video are eating shad. I don't think there's any other bait fish, not that I know of. I'm pretty sure there's only shad in there, because I've seen like white bait fish jump out of the water, and I think I've seen this at another pond before. These ones are a lot bigger, hence why the bass are freaking huge in this pond. I mean, you guys saw it. Most of the bass I caught in this video were in the range to 2 to 5 pounds, somewhere around there. But anyways, that is enough talking. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.